Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I will be discussing the LCK LPL League of Legends slate tonight. This is for January 24th, and the slate locks at 2 a.m. With that being said, we will get into our first matchup here. We have Fox and HLE. Fox lost their opening round matchup to KT, but then they did win 2-0 against Bro. FearX is the new Live Sandbox team from the previous year. With that being said, if we look at this matchup, Hanwha Life is the favorite, as they should be in this matchup. They have lane advantages in the bottom lane, AD carry and support, mid lane, jungle, and on the top lane. I don't see Hanwha Life losing this match, but I don't necessarily think it'll be fast paced. I think this is probably the slowest game of the night of the four, so I don't know if I'll have a ton of exposure or any at all. But if I were to choose players, it would be from Hanwha Life, and I would choose Doran at 6'4". If we look at all of our players, he is the highest priced. Actually, I didn't realize this. Hanwha Life is the highest priced team on the slate. So with that being said, I probably won't touch them, considering this will probably be the slowest matchup of the four this evening. But anyone on Hanwha Life is good. A good bet tonight against FearX. With that being said, we'll move on to the next matchup tonight, which is Nip, the Ninjas in Pajamas, versus LGD Gaming. For the Ninjas, this is their first matchup of the year. Tonight starting will be Shanji, Aki, Rookie, Fodic, and Joe. This team is should be improved from the previous split. They brought over Shanji and Aki from OMG. If we look at their opponents, LGD, this is also their first game of the day. They are not expected to be good this season, and I would agree with that. I'm not sure they will win more than 3 games or 3 matches to be right. For LGD, they are starting Birdall, Meteor, Haichao, Kepler, and Jinzhao tonight. This roster is pretty much the same from the previous split, except they have Birdall, who is coming over from the LCK now. And I don't remember if Kepler was with this team last year or not. But either way, I expect NIP to fully beat LGD tonight. Interestingly enough, NIP is the second highest priced team on the slate. In terms of this game, I would say this is probably the second fastest paced matchup. So I will probably be attacking NIP here, much as anyone else will. With that being said, they should win this pretty handily. I think 2-0 sweep and move on to the next game. With that, we go back to the LCK. We have the Kwangdong Freaks versus KT Rolster. KT, they won both of their first 2 matches. For Kwangdong, they've lost both of their first 2 matches. KT is the veteran team here and has been playing better as a unit. They did bring over Deft. He he is replacing Aiming. Pioshik is also new to the team. He is replacing I don't remember. But he is new to this roster. BDD was here last year. Barrel is new. He is coming over from DRX. And Perfect is new as well. So this team is quite new. However, KDF is a team that likes to... How do I say this? They like to make plays or go for plays that may or may not be there. And in those games, it can cause many deaths for their team. And so, however, they do have a ton of upside, but also they can feed kills to the other team very easily as well. It was Cuz. I didn't realize. So, Cuz is actually facing his former team tonight, so that'll be interesting for the KDF side. But overall, I see KT winning this one pretty handily, 2-0. This one, I would say, is probably going to be the third fastest paced matchup of the 4. But I expect a full route from KDF or for KT. If we look back at all of the, they are the third ranked or the third highest priced team on the slate. So I think they'll be a top target of mine tonight, but I'm sure they'll be popular in the contest as well. And then lastly, we have Ultra Prime taking on Invictus Gaming. For Ultra Prime, they are returning, let me think, a couple players from the previous split, and then for IG, they have stayed pretty much the same as well. The starters for Ultra Prime tonight are Decade for the top lane, Hacker, Yuakai, Doggo, and Jayway. And then for IG, starters are You Should Know Me, or YSCam, Tianjin, Cryan, Zhao Yuji, and Wink. This one is probably the scariest matchup because I think this is going to have the most deaths of all 4 matches. However, both of these teams aren't that good, so it's hard to really determine where to go. I would say, based off of last season, or at least last split, IG got off to a great start and then imploded at the end. Ultra Prime was, they didn't have a great record, but were competitive in a bunch of matches. Now, I think based on the roster construction and just overall makeup of the team, I would say IG has the edge here. I would say that is because in the bot lane, I think they have the support for Ultra Prime. Jayway is still pretty new. I think this is only his second or third split of pro play, and I think that's where IG could take advantage with Wink and Zhao Yuji. In addition, Cryan in the mid lane has always been a solid mid laner, and Hacker and YSKM are a good enough top jungle duo to get the work done. Hacker doesn't necessarily have, I would say, the upside. He tends to die a lot, but he's one of their main engaged players on their team. So I would give the advantage to Invictus Gaming in this matchup over Ultra Prime. Overall, I think this game goes 3 games, and I have IG pulling out the victory. With that being said, I would say my top team of the night is KT. Then the next one would be NIP. After that would be Hanwha Life. Then IG. Ultra Prime. We'll go Kwangdong Freaks. Fear X, and then LGD would be my last ranked team. With that being said, thanks for coming to watch this preview. I'm excited for this slate tonight, and now that League of Legends is back up and running, there'll be some more videos coming out about this. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.